Blame me. It was my fault.
Okay, I'll blame you. I think we're live. Okay, we're good.
That'd be funny. Our mics were working perfectly, y'all, but just didn't hit the button.
Well, like I said, I just went with the new stream service. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Oh, all right.
Like I was with StreamYard. So like, did you ever do like XSplit or any kind of live services?
No.
So right now you got services that you can. It's kind of like a bid war. Like you're going to pay $100 for it, $40 for it. Some of them will only let you stream from. Like right now, we're streaming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn.
Okay.
And then Instagram.
So it hits all the socials
at one time.
All right.
But like you have to find that that service.
You bid on them or they bid on you?
No, they just come out with new ones. I mean, everything gets like outdated. Like that Rodecaster is old.
I know, I can't stand it. I'm so
everything
gets outdated and then I get outdated. Or
well, I just can't, like you said, you made this thing where you said they're making it so easy now with you being able to go live now. You be able to film yourself, and there's people having excuses towards it. But now it's when you started, you couldn't get your hands on anything like that.
Oh, are we on?
Yeah, you're live.
Hi guys. Okay. No.
Camera's right here, but you don't have to look directly in the camera if you want.
I'm looking at a laptop.
Camera's right there. I'll pull this way real quick.
yeah, I'll get distracted.
Okay. All right.
No, I got out there in 2003 to LA.
2003?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was internet, but it was slow going. It was quite, but I think YouTube started in like 06, 05.
I thought it was 05.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And even so, it was very different. It was like, and if you, like, my first child, Bella, she just turned 19, but she has no videos of herself when she was a baby because it was still click, click, click. Lucy has all the videos, my 15-year-old. So Bella's like, do we have any videos of me? And that's the technological jump that happened just in 3-4 years. Because Bella was born in 06. Lucy was born in 2010.
And were y'all in LA then?
Oh, yeah.
So you were in LA.
Oh, yeah. I moved in 03. I got put in kid jail. 2005.
Okay.
And then I was down for the count. I stayed home and I went to auditions. And that was it. I don't have a jet setting story on that end. It's just.
How'd you start finding, like, were you, so I've never been there, but were you like LA or were you like the suburbs?
So the fella I moved to New Orleans when I was like 19, 18. And the fella I was with at the time wanted to be the next Sean Penn. I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't there only one Sean Penn? It didn't work out for him.
Is he trying to like save the world?
No, okay. That was before Sean Penn came to Katrina.
He's trying to do like Fun Time. Okay.
No, he wanted to be a very serious, great actor.
It was like Fast Time at Richmond High.
Maybe that era.
Okay.
I don't know. But and in his defense, he was a great actor, man. He was a very good actor in New Orleans. And so I was like, awesome. I didn't know anything. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to be 21 when we get there. I was like, I'm going to he'll probably get famous and I'll be rich. So that's a 21-year-old thought.
That's a good thought though.
I was like, awesome. This sounds great, guys.
And you had no clue that you're going to go and star in like the Orbit commercials or or actually start having credits.
I'm a terrible actor. I mean,
Is it actor or actress?
I don't care.
I know, but it's like there's always an actor.
Actor.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like actress. I don't know. Maybe that's my internalized misogyny, which many of the people in LA accuse me of having. The ladies at auditions, I'll get to that. I'm like, I'm just trying to be cool with everyone, like everyone.
Do you remember? I mean, how'd you find? I mean, back then, you wasn't on Facebook groups trying to find auditions. How'd you find an audition? Was it on a damn light pole?
No, we were in New Orleans, me and my fella, and he had an audition. And I got there and it was like a Dateline house. I was like, is this what we're doing? I drove him and no one was there. And the casting director came out and said, but no one was on the sofas. Usually I'd been to one before driving him. And usually there are people waiting to go back, and there was nobody. And then they took him in the back, and then the director came out, casting director, and said, "We have someone here from Los Angeles. Nobody showed up. It was raining, but no one showed up. I just need bodies. Can you just go in there and you can bomb? I don't care, but we need somebody." I said, I can probably go in there and bomb. But then as I was walking in the hallway, there was like plastic sheeting. Maybe he was doing construction, but I was like, this is a Dateline. This is a Dateline.
Oh, you're about to get murdered.
I know.
Yeah.
Where's Keith Morrison? Walk out. And so I walked in, and there was a lady sitting there, and she looked sharp. I mean, pointy. Like she couldn't, like it was like, when you breathe in and the nose collapses. And I sat down. It's just me and her. He closed the door. I was like, is this who's going to murder me? Is it this one? And she said, when I say action, I want you to look very nervous. Go. She never said action. Now I know that's a thing. Sometimes they'll just say go.
It's like Cruella de Vil style.
Yeah, well, she looked very similar. And her said, whatever. And I was like, waiting on action. I was like, did I fuck this up already? Like, that was fast. And I was half a second from saying, you want me to leave? And she went, cut. I don't think we need to look anywhere else. That was fantastic. Where did you train? Because I guess I looked very, very, very nervous. So they flew me to LA. It was for a budget rent-a-car commercial. And that was that, man. So
budget rent-a-car was your first commercial?
It was.
We're talking like the orange blue budget.
Yeah, budget rent-a-car, man. And I was like, this is amazing. They had me like at City Walk. And 1 second. Who is this? Oh.
Who was that?
My Lucy, my daughter. Oh, she said, do not bring me up on the podcast, Mama. So sorry, everyone. Really sorry.
We didn't bring her up.
No, we didn't. She interrupted.
Yeah,
I'll just put it down here.
So did they give you a contract, or did they just say get your ass on a plane and go?
Well, New Orleans, my fella's agent, they kind of were like, oh, we'll handle this contract for you. This is a good deal. Wow, you got a national spot. And they flew me over there. Maybe it was tax breaks. I don't know, but it was for Hungry Man production company. And they have been wonderful to me throughout the years. So I said, hi. I was like, thank you. And Max Kellerman. Kellerman is Sam. Max Kellerman had a TV show on sports, I believe. It was a boxing. He was in Rocky Balboa, I believe, as one of the announcers. Max Kellerman, he did a sports show. Sam Kellerman, he had his own, a whole bunch of stuff. And I met him that day and we were friends. And when I moved to LA, we were friends. And then he was murdered by this boxer that he let stay with him called the Hammer. And he hit him with a hammer to death. Bummer. Sorry. But like, what? Wow. Fuck? No shit. And next time I saw Brian, the director, I was like, man, I was calling Sam. This was years later. I was like, is Max? He was like, they're all devastated, obviously. So don't be nice to people. Don't let them, I don't know, but I'm like, whoa.
Like, don't go around standing at people's houses.
Offering people to come live with you. Oh, you're kind of a crazy fighter. You got rage issues. Hey, stay on my couch.
So some of the people that you knew, like, they not only did their own, like, they had their own deals, but they also had parts of production companies and their own.
Oh, yes. No, I was the only person in my travels that didn't do anything except show up to the audition, do what they say, leave. All right, you booked it. Show up to work, be on time, be cool. But no, I didn't. I was in kid jail, man. I was really. I didn't. But anyway, then I was like, all right, let's go. Let's move to LA if that's what you want. And I was on he was like, how do we find an agent? I said, I don't know. Obviously.
Because you got to think that back then you didn't have access to like your phones the way you had to.
And even so, still need a referral in LA. They are big on the referral agency. If you don't know nobody, nobody's going to talk to you. And for the first month we were there in LA, we just so boring. We just drove around. I didn't know anybody. I was so far away from my family, and it was a bummer. It never rains, and which I missed. I had my little white Ford Escort, manual, which, by the way, do not take a manual to California. There are hills and traffic, but more terrifyingly, because I got used to the hills. Thank God I learned to drive on the railroads. So that's a bit of a hill, but I'm on Mulholland Drive, and I'm on Laurel Canyon. Laurel Canyon crosses Mulholland, and the tip of it is Mulholland, and I'm looking behind me, and there's a Bentley behind me, and I'm just like, come on, first gear, waiting on that lights change, waiting on this traffic to go, and I'm like, don't roll back, do not roll back, don't roll back. And then just like, they're really embarrassing first.
You're burning that clutch.
It's been like, there. No kidding.
I've been there.
Oh my God. So don't do it. Don't do it. Manual is fine. Also, yeah, traffic is a disaster.
I'll give you can meet you on a little bit of my story on this. Is St. Martin Big Ridge is?
Yeah.
So Cedar Grove is where my grandma's house was. And,
okay.
And they had that hill at Big Ridge, and I had a F-150, 03 F-150, 5-speed, and I had to get on that hill every day before school.
Oh, good.
And I was like,
good.
and it popped. That's all I had. That's what I was able to drive, and man, I would think about that hill.
Mm-hmm.
I would think about that hill before I got in the vehicle.
And you're nightmare. Here we go.
Can I challenge it? Can I do it?
You and me again today, Hill. Here we go. Let's go.
What year was your Escort?
It was a 2000 and it was a present. My daddy got it for me and my mom, but then when I left, I took it. I think it was 2004.
That's a nice Escort.
Yeah, it was a cool, like 4 on the floor, little Ford Escort Sport. Whoa. Yeah. So it had a spoiler,
So that was like so it was an Escort, and then right there, then they started doing the Focus.
Did they? Is that the cutoff time?
Yeah, that's like the last year, I think.
Okay.
Back then there was prices so high still over there. But you remember like being in LA with like the price difference from here to there?
All right, here's a really embarrassing story. And I've told my California friends, I was in kid you, I didn't have too many friends, but I was like, all right, guys, something's weird, right? I had my Ford Escort. I was filling it up in New Orleans, and I don't know, $11, $12. And then I come out here and I'm like, damn, my tank's getting bigger. I literally didn't think it. I thought maybe it's the rust, or geez, did the ride over here hurt her a little bit? Because now it takes, like $25. That's 11. And I didn't, and everybody falls out. I'm like, okay, first of all, I was a child. I was 21. I thought my tank had gotten bigger, or I had a leak, because I was staring there at the pump and I'm like, 20, 21, $22. Oh my goodness gracious. Something's wrong with my car. I did not think about the price of the gas. And when I was lonely, I would drive around. And one of my fellow's friends said, he was like, yeah, she just drives around. And they were like, oh, wow, gasoline, just wasting gas. I'm like, I'm just listening to music, guys. And guess what? I know the streets better than any of you fuckers, because I drive around all day. Nobody knows Studio City like me. Good luck. Go ahead. I'm not going to pick you up if you get lost. But so that was that. And then
when you're getting over there, you got so you went over there. Do you remember being able to settle it? When did you start realizing where you're making a little money, where it's like,
I had to get a job.
Was it pretty soon or no?
Well, no. We were there so he could become famous. So one day we were at Starbucks. I haven't said his name yet, right? Okay, cool. One day we were at Starbucks in downtown LA, right across from ILM. No, that's a effects company. It's one of the huge top agencies. And he was like, you know what? I bet if we just walked in there, we could get something. I said, all right, let's go. We walked in, sleek. This receptionist, she was talking. I was like, hi. And he started to fall back. He did not come all the way up to the desk. And I'm just like, la, la, la. Hi, I'm looking for representation. And she was like, uh-huh. Okay. Do you have a referral? I said, what? And she said, who sent you? I said, oh, nobody. I was just having coffee and I figured I'd come in. And her other two cohorts turned around. They couldn't even face me. And she went, okay, so you need to have a referral? And I said, be referred by someone, like I should know someone. You should know someone. It's like, okay, well, thank you. Have a nice day. Uh-huh. And he had almost gone out. He was so embarrassed. And I was like, well, it was your idea. I was just doing what you said to do. And so then we went back to our tiny apartment. And I was like, maybe it was his idea. Call the Hungry Man, the production company. And I called them. And this is amazing.
Oh, you were doing the work.
Well, I'm the only one that had a credit.
Yeah, and that was the budget.
Yeah, the budget job.
That's still a good one, though.
So yes, yeah. I mean, I was like, ring. Hey, I was like, hi, my name's Tessie Meriwether. I did a commercial for y'all, like, I don't know, last year, maybe I don't know how many years ago. Do y'all remember me? And he was in the background, like, stop talking. I was like, well, because I'm in LA now, and I'm just looking for a referral. Somebody said I need to know somebody, and I know y'all, and this is my phone number. And okay, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye. And they called me back on my beep 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 voice message. They said, "Of course we remember you. How could we forget you? You said thank you to everyone, the janitors, everyone, the grips. You said thank you to everyone. And we're going to give you a referral to 3 casting directors." So, no, they said go talk. No, I'm sorry, not that even. They said go talk to Kathy Knowles, a casting director in Santa Monica. And I did. And she looked at me and she was like, okay. I will give you a referral to these 3 agencies. Go check them out. So then I called all of them. And really, I just went with Sammy at Bicoastal. And Sammy was my agent for the next 20 years. She was... So
when you say like getting that referral, it's like, so yeah, that's kind of like the end.
If you don't have a referral...
But if you say Sammy...
Well, no, I was like, hi, Bicoastal, hi, Dragon, or whatever. They did all the casting for the Matrix Revolutions, the odd looking people. I'm like, well, I guess whatever. And then Bobby Ball. I think those were my 3, what Kathy gave to me. And Sammy picked up first time. And and it was the fires and the grocery store, revolt. No, not revolt. They go on protest, strike. So I couldn't even get a loaf of bread without crossing picket lines. I'm like, guys, I just got here. I'm really sorry. I just want to get...
Well, that shit was going on then, too.
No kidding. It was
I didn't know. I mean...
Man, I didn't know either. I would have been like, maybe let's wait. So we didn't have to hurt people's feelings to get a loaf of bread. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
So at the time, I mean, and is there a lot of like couples like y'all trying to do the same thing? I mean, is it...
Maybe. I don't know. I would assume.
Yeah, so that's fucking crazy. So you're like, hey, you got to call in, like you got to fucking...
Oh, you got to figure it out, and then that's why people do classes, because they'll do like these. Okay, these commercial classes or these whatever classes, in the attempt that at the end the agent gives you notes, because they like pay an agent to come, and if you're super awesome or whatever, I just happenstanced out of it. Like Sammy was like, oh, wow, you have a referral to Bobby Ball also? Oh, gosh. Okay. You should. I was like, well, man, you picked up. So let's hang out with you. I mean, can we come in? And she was like, yeah.
Could you kind of describe Sammy? Because this seems like this is a good character.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Okay.
So when he and I went in, now he just wanted to do theatrical, meaning theatrical doesn't mean theater.
Like Daniel Day-Lewis.
He just wants to do film and TV.
Yeah.
Film and TV. And so the theatrical agent was not there at that time. Well, I mean, she was just on the phone. So Sammy at the time came out.
Did he know though at the time? Did he know that a lot of the big actors came from commercials? Did he ever? Because a lot of them did come from.
I don't know.
But a lot of them did come from actual commercials.
Well, maybe he should have looked into it. Because hold on, guess what happens?
What?
Shows his ass like an idiot. Sorry, I mean to the no-named person. But anyway,
it's okay.
He was a kid too. We were both kids.
Well, okay, it wasn't. Yeah, like, it's a whole different life.
So we walk in. And Sammy answers the door. So I'm like, is this person on speed? But no, she's like here, tiny. And she's talking like, like a Jewish way. She's like, oh yeah, I know what you're thinking. Like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just, usually I tell them no caffeine, but I was like, oh, I'm kind of sleepy today. So maybe half caffeine and half decaf. And oh my goodness, it just,
I love her.
Dude, she's fantastic. She's got this short pixie cut, these glasses. She's from New York. And she's just like, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, so what do y'all, said, no, I forget her name. She's in the bathroom, but I can talk to you right now. I do commercials and I'm the blah, blah, blah. And he said, look, no offense. And right away I said to myself, what is happening? What's going to come? No offense. Oh, brother, we did all this work just to get a referral. And here we go. We're offending. Okay. He was like, I think commercials are kind of beneath me. I just want to do serious film and TV. And she looked at him and said, okay, what about you? You're cute. You want to go out for spots? And I said, well, I'm not a good actor. Is that going to be a problem? She said, for commercials? Not really. Do you get nervous? I said, no. She said, you'll do fine. And that was it. Then Sammy started sending me out on commercials. And then I got my first, not a national. I had two locals, whatever,
so
regional.
The guys that are listening, or people that are listening to the podcast when we have the audio out, it's like you get picked up with big brands, or just a local commercial, but like it's a lot of work to have a. I mean, if you get a national commercial, you can do okay.
And I had a job. I had a job at night. I started at 5, so I could make most of my daytime auditions.
Where'd you work at?
Charles Billiard Hall. I was a cocktail waitress. Man, I had guns because we had the glass pitchers. And it was in Glendale, California, and I was driving my Vespa. So I took my Ford Escort and my Vespa, and it was chilly. It was very cold. Down Riverside. This big ass helmet like an idiot.
I still got a scooter.
You do?
Yeah, I ride scooters all the time.
Man, one of my casualties from moving from California, my 1986 Honda Elite.
I know what that is.
The flip
yeah,
yes.
The red one, yeah.
No, this one was blue, but I want it to be gold, just like her name was Sarah. Like, because for Terminator 1, she had that Sarah Connor. I love the Governor. I love Arnie. I love Terminator. Not the first two. James Cameron. I'm a big 80s movie person. I grew up in a video store. That Video Place, for all you locals that remembers the video store in Gulfport, it was called That Video Place.
So for me, it was a good buddy of mine. He's now a bounty hunter. It was Mr. James.
No kidding.
Mr. James Video and Aquariums. I love you, James.
And aquariums. Let's put them together.
He was right there. He was right there by. He's right there on Lemoyne.
That's awesome. No kidding.
It was the one he had like he did movies. He's the one who had the long hair. It reminded me like Jay.
My God.
Jay.
Yes.
That's Mr. James.
No kidding.
So he's like my grandparents live right down the road, and we actually
Lemoyne, the comic shop.
That same shopping center used to be Mr. James Videos and Aquariums. And James had it, and I would just walk over when I was a kid, and I'd have like $5 in my pocket. But then we actually, when I got older,
what can I rent?
We became friends.
Oh, nice.
I'd go to his house. We'd hang out. Like
That's nice.
But he did GameStop for a while. He was one of the district managers of GameStop after they shut down.
My buddy Scott Hooverman runs 311 Comics, and his daughter Krista is the new runner, and she has sales on Thursdays, guys. So go get it. No, I don't have many friends, so it's like, yes, go 311. Well, and also if you like comics, it's literally the only comic shop around.
It's
right there.
It is
right there.
Yeah, they're so guys, if you're asking about where 3M is you get off exit 50, you take a right, you see the racetrack, you take another right, you drive about a mile, it's right on your right.
Lemoyne, yeah.
And my mom has a house still there.
No kidding.
The one that painted this right here.
Nice.
Shut up if you need some more from mom. We're gonna plug everybody away.
Yeah. Did she go to the George Orr Fest, or did you just paint it in?
Mom was a gypsy. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
No, she's done a lot of good work. I mean, she's always been a likes her kids being creative. There was never like a certain way to be. It was always about expression.
Same. Yes. It's jumping, but when I took Bella, my older one, to the park, she almost fell. I said, "You ain't Christopher Reeving me, bitch." Guess what? We're not leaving again. I Alcatraz that house out with foam and stuff, and I was like, "Let's watch movies. Let's paint. Let's do all these wonderful things that you can't hurt yourself on."
So let's go right back to you getting that when is it Sammy or Sandy?
Sam, but yes,
it wasn't a national gig yet, but.
No, she just took me on and started sending me out. She said, "You need pictures. You need pictures."
Are they headshots?
Yeah.
Okay,
I need some headshots. I need some headshots, and they were not awesome. He took them of me, and I lied. She was like, "Who took these?" I was like, "Oh, some photographer," because I didn't want to say I can't afford $300 for a session. What are you, nuts? So I was like, "Just use these if you can." She's like, "I can use some of these." And one of them she used for a long time for the quirky weirdo, I guess. But she used to work for Bobby Ball, and she was like, "Oh, well, y'all seem fun, and you should go." But Bobby Ball,
can you explain who Bobby Ball is?
He's one of the 3 agencies Kathy referred me to, and his house was on fire. So I did, and Sam seemed to be like, "Oh, you deserve it to yourself to go talk to them." I was like, "Nah, but you're here and you seem cool and it's fine. I don't care." Like, it wasn't lots of me. I was like, and then I'm going to refer to him as Homeboy. He met with the theatrical agent, and she took him on. She read for him and she took him on. And so we just started.
So there are 2 different agents. There's like agents of commercials. There's agents of.
Yeah, commercial and theatrical. Those are the 2 branches.
Where's the theatrical going now? Jesus.
Well, he's not Sean Penn, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to watch another 3-hour movie.
Man, unless you're, well.
Showdown Low Tokyo is one of my favorite. Like, I'm also 80s, 90s too. Like,
yeah,
I'm into that. Like I'm into the 3 Ninja movement. Oliver's favorite stuff. Like, I like I said, Brandon Lee was a great actor.
Big Trouble in Little China. All of Kurt Russell.
That was the most creepiest.
Weird.
That was weird. If you go back and watch, it was like
I don't know, 6 months ago, and again, every single time it's like, all right, is buddy cop kind of a fun thing? Wait, there are these 3 Asian wizards falling from the sky. What's going on? Like the chopstick with his hand, and like I'm like, this is nuts.
What's the other one that was with Chevy Chase that had that family at the they were in the
Griswolds?
No, the record yard where they're like all wearing costumes and skin. Oh man,
Chevy Chase.
I think Chevy Chase was in there. I think what was the one? I'll come back. And
I'm usually pretty good at this.
No, it's just it was just a very guys. If you remember any like very creepy. Just let me know. But it was like
The Burbs creeped me out as a kid. The Burbs. I know the horror scenes were supposed to be comical, but as a kid, you're like, whoa.
So for me, I'm 86. So I'm 86.
Oh, okay.
So my siblings are older than me. So like one of my first like taken into movies was like, my siblings wouldn't tell my mom, but we would watch like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, that one was nice.
The People Under the Stairs.
That one was disturbing as a kid. Now it's funny.
It's called Trouble Something. Trouble Something is
Big, Nothing But Trouble. That is the creepiest ass movie with Dan Aykroyd and his penis noses.
Dan
and
Aykroyd,
Demi Moore.
not Chase. Chase. It was Dan Aykroyd.
No, Chevy Chase is the lead.
Okay.
Demi Moore was the lady. Dan Aykroyd was the psycho. Yes, man, that was an odd one. That one was super weird.
And then it'd be like we'd watch like the remember, I don't know if on Killer Clowns Outer Space, but they would like have the straw and suck the cotton candy of people.
Oh yes. That was it. I was
born in '86. So
yeah,
keep in mind,
you're like, whoa.
What? So my brother
I have to be afraid of clowns.
So my brother did send this on social media. He goes, I think it was last week. He goes, 38th anniversary of Monster Squad. If you don't know, you know.
Oh, Monster Squad.
But so the 80, 90 movies, like even like the action movies, like I know people don't like Steven Seagal, but come on.
Dude, Under Siege was the shit,
the first one.
Come on, yeah.
The train one was weird.
I didn't check in for that, but I saw the first one in the theater. Yeah.
You watched her jump out of the cake?
I was just about to say, my mom was like, I didn't know this was going to happen here. I was like, whoa, damn.
That was also kind of
Tommy Lee Jones killing it. Is that crazy ass villain? He's amazing, dude.
He's still my favorite Two-Face.
He's so,
I'm sorry. I know it's quirky, but he is my favorite Two-Face.
He went for it.
But I like the quirky.
I think, you know what, with the problem with that one is, Jim Carrey, they shouldn't have put them both together. They should have had a standalone because they were both doing the high mania screaming, and it's like the Riddler.
Yeah, I mean,
it's both there. He's not going to out quirky Jim Carrey.
But I will say, I always kind of look at the show. For me, it's not really about like viewership or
show.
It's the podcast for me. It's not about like it's about like grabbing knowledge from others.
Oh no,
learning about other knowledge. Like I never knew there. You had to have I never knew you had to have a referral.
Oh,
but man. It's like certain things that like goes in my brain. Remember when I used to take that and you like hit it on your head? You're like, I don't know if you look behind you, I still got the Batman Forever glasses somewhere back there.
No, I did too for McDonald's.
Yeah. Yes. But it's just like you have that thing. Like what people ask me, like, what do you like about podcasts? Like it's gaining knowledge.
I like the storyteller aspect. That's true because guess what? That's what you hold on to. Crossfire's amazing. You got Crossfire over there.
It's just a time that was a great commercial.
That was a great commercial. So okay, we were talking about commercials. Shit. My drink.
Sorry, Noble. Sorry, Noble. Love you, Jeff. Jeff will be on the podcast Tuesday, and Patrick from the Government Street Grocery will be on the podcast Tuesday. Noble, we love you, and you're always with us.
Boom! There we go. You're in. Alcohol abuse. Solo Cup's not gonna hold it up, man.
I don't know if our comment's working on this new stream stuff, but okay, let me see. I had to make
check it out. Check it. Me too. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. It was almost done anyway. It's fine.
So let's So you went to let's go with do you remember the actual that was not national commercial?
Yes. The first one was an AM PM. And it's on my YouTube. It's in my it's certainly in my my reel, like my sizzle reel. The audition was so now okay, I haven't been to Buc-ee's, but everybody's like, what? It's white trash Mecca. You gotta go to Buc-ee's. So I'm like, I would love to go there and fill up my tank and look at smokers if this is a real thing. Amazing, dude. Hello. And so this was AM PM, the first one. It was in Long Beach. We had to drive all the way to Long Beach, the flagship. I don't know how many sodas, but it was the biggest at the time. It was a huge fucking deal. So, and basically they just wanted somebody and this poor sap who became a audition friend of mine. Audition friend, when I say audition friend, I mean when you go to audition, hey, I see you all the time. How's it going? Or if you do a spot with somebody.
Let's maybe carpool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So the first one was, I went like this. I did my Napoleon Dynamite. I went like I couldn't decide. And the director was like, oh my God, that's great. Do that face again. I'm like, Napoleon Dynamite? I literally stole that from him. I guess he didn't see it, but he was like, that's so funny. Do it again. I was like, he was like, sold. So I did that for 10 hours and pushed different things. And then the next one I did was an Allstate where they threw water in my face.
Allstate?
Yeah.
Like the insurance company?
Yeah. I didn't have to say it, so I don't remember it, but I think I remember the text. It's also on my, and you can tell because it's where, to hide my accent, it's like, I don't know why I do this, but I go really low, which sounds stupid. So it's like Sammy learned center on reaction only. It's probably good. If it's a really good one, you know, Jess can probably do it. Just speak as fast as you can. Like, all right, I will do that. But it still sounds stupid.
So was it
on the Allstate? It was like, I love Derek and he loves me, and it's just like,
how many takes was that?
Everyone is excruciatingly long.
Is it longer than like an hour or two? Because I was telling you about when you do on the mattress commercials where they're like, I just try to be 10 minutes in and 10 minutes out.
Man, let me tell you, on that one, I learned. On the first one, it was kind of a side view, and then mine, and then his. But you're like, all right, I did it. Awesome. All right, breakdown. Talent break for, I don't know, 30 when they have to break down and move everything. Now we're going to do B side. So then they just need the back of your head. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired.
Oh, so there's a whole switch for the back of your damn head?
Because they got to see the over the shoulder point for him, the person you're talking to.
So it's not.
Then they do another breakdown.
I thought they always had a camera there too.
No, it's a one camera setup.
Holy shit.
And they have to break it down.
I just learned something new.
Every time. And so then I'm like, guys, I'm not in here. Yeah, but stand there with your shoulder to the camera so he has something to react to. I was like,
so you have to like redo your words.
And it wasn't so bad for the first one. The AM PM one, it wasn't so bad.
Back your heads though, they could just cut that. Like they can keep your audio from the first. You got to keep your emotion.
It was reaction only. Because like for the first one, I was like, so they got a lot of that of me, but then it was him like reacting like,
well, I mean, so you're fucked if you're like doing this.
Dude, I wasn't even doing that, but still they were like,
sick to learn this shit.
Because like, man, they were like, okay. Now, and I was like, all right, that wasn't too bad because they didn't hit half of my shoulder. But in the second one, thank God we were sitting. But I was talking to this other girl. They had her A point, and then my A point was, or it was kind of a profile. And these costume people that day were very mean. They were rude. They told her, you're not a 4 to 6. Okay. We went shopping for you. We went shopping. They have to go shopping. And way to send your talent into tears and put her in a bad mood and not going to want to do the rest of the shoot. She was like, I have never been treated. I was like, girl, it's fine. It's fine. Power through. Like, what a bunch of assholes, man.
Were y'all prorated? Like, were y'all getting paid for the hours you were there? Or was it
well, no, we were union. These are all union jobs. Oh, another thing, kids, don't join the union before you do all the like, because when I got that first commercial, I was a principal. I just qualified for union. I didn't have to get all of the SAG. I didn't have to get all the little, what are they? Not waivers, certificate. I don't know. There's a thing, you know, you got to have this. You have to have 3. And it's hard to get in. And so I just got catapulted in. It's $1,500 to join. Bummer. But then,
yearly?
Yeah, but then now it's more. Now it's SAG after they joined. TV. After was TV, SAG was movies. They joined. And but so then I was like, okay, so can I do this little fun now that we're here in LA? Can I do non-union? So if you're wanting to get experience and learn A camera, B camera setup before you're actually on a big set where you could fuck up royally because you don't know anything, maybe just do some student films first, you know. That's a good tip. And then these and sometimes even if you're on a big set, you will see people that probably shouldn't have these jobs because they obviously don't know anything. Because these costume, these wardrobe people, they had 2 shirts for me. And then the director was like to the other girl, just throw water in her face. And I could see them out of the corner of my eye being like, we only have 2 of those shirts. We only have water in the face. And then somebody had to say, oh, and you can't talk directly to the director. That's why there's not the first AD. The first AD is,
what the fuck's that mean?
yeah, not everybody can speak to the director or they get a pay bump. So
Explain pay bump?
For example, if it's actors, if it's extra, if the director speaks directly to you, you get to bump up to a principal, not just extra background pay. You get a principal with all residuals. So they're not always ignoring you. They legally can't speak to some of the people. So somebody would tell the director or the first AD who told the director, they only have 2 of these shirts. So throw water on her face. They might have to go back to Nordstrom's rack and get a few more of their shirts or whatever. And the timing would, time is money. So they did it on the first take, and that's the one that's in it. And everybody thanks you at the end. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So there's a lot of, it's like gears. There's
a lot of moving parts.
So it's like,
especially if you have a ton of extras.
So if you try to go over there, I just gotta say this real quick though. So shout out to Chris Smith, Ben 701, Ben 605. Sorry,
605.
No, but that's also to Ian. But Chris has been on the show. He's also knocked us light ever, and I love him so much. And I love Connor. Chris really is a genuine great person. And I remember him reaching out to me about having you on the show because he's a super fan. No matter where we do stuff, he's like, you got to have her on.
No, like he is cool, dude.
But he knows how, I think our brains kind of work similar to let's figure this shit. Like, let's learn what to actually go through.
I love the storyteller label because I certainly am as well. And it's good.
But everybody sometimes want to go, well, I'm going to LA to be an actress. Like,
negative. I think that's why I lugged into half of the shit I got.
So who's in control of the shoots? Is it like is there, so there's a director that won't talk to nobody, but is it a producer?
Well,
I could never figure that shit out.
I can tell you the how I know of it. So you do the first audition, you do the second audition. Hey, you're on Avail. Sammy would call. Avail means available.
But that's an agent.
Availability. So when I book
but Sammy's an agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I book it, and they're like, okay, so wardrobe is this day. And so then you go to one location, and the client, let's say pedigree. The client is there. The ad agency is there. Casting director is no longer there. Their job's done. They casted it successfully. So now it's just the client pedigree and the ad agency who hired the casting director. So, and that would be, and then the production company. So there's several people at the table, and then the wardrobe lady is like putting you into stuff. And I walk in, I'm like, nice, man. Those are collector's editions, huh? Look at that clog. That's amazing. Look at this half-baked.
You're talking about my Crocs?
I saw that shit in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing, man.
No, yeah, so, sorry.
Dave Chappelle for the win.
Well,
anyway.
It's cool.
Anyway.
No, so it's like, but there's so many more moving parts where you're like, do you get a trailer or no?
Yeah.
You have your own trailer.
You have to. If you're SAG, and, oh my God, so many stories. One time I was on, so I've done like 40 or 50 commercials. 10 of them
That's what you should be proud of.
I've done 5 Super Bowls. I've done 1, 2, 3 internationals. And man, Eminem. That Eminem was a Super Bowl and an international, like and that saved me. No, not Eminem, the rapper, the Candy.
Okay. But I dove into a couple things. I wanted you to. I didn't want to like go.
No, it's okay.
I didn't want to dive into all your stuff where I'm like, I've seen that.
Yeah, duh. Tell me a new one.
No, but I wanted to like your passion towards it. So Eminem, the Candy.
Yeah.
Would you just like hang out with the I'm a peanut guy. I'm not the plane can kiss my ass.
I'm a peanut person. Also, hello. No, that was that I made more money on that commercial than any of the others. You never know. You never, and I've been in some.
Do you have to sign where you can't talk about the money?
No, this was in 2008.
But was it more than $100,000?
Yeah.
No way.
Not the first run. First run, okay. So if it's a national network, you're guaranteed probably 30 to 40 if it runs nationally. I mean, not at once.
Yeah.
But my job was opening my mailbox. Yes. Woo! Wonder how much this one's going to be, guys. Sometimes not much. Sometimes 2,500.
Even $100.
No kids.
If you've done 40 shows,
more than
40 commercials,
yeah.
credit it.
Oh, I'm gonna throw this. No, certainly, it was a good day every day. But after the M&M, and I think they must have known it in the audition, because they were like, this may run in South America, so we want, please, no light-haired girls. Just anybody that could look like they're anywhere. Dark hair, dark eyes, whatever complected. And because they might, and it was no words, it's just reaction only. So my job was, and it was a wide shot, even they close up on me or nothing. And the M&M's running on the conveyor belt. Wasn't there, but they're like, scan, and then
I remember this.
Then
what color were you wearing? Like what outfit?
Blue, and it was
long.
It was a far shot, and he sits and he scans his butt, and I said, I was like, do you need some help? And the director was like, that's good. Let him cut you off. Do you need some help? So they had to pay people. Do you need some help? In Asia? In Switzerland, and because it got picked up, it got picked. I guess they just recognized my face, because I would get calls. Hey, are you sitting down? Okay, so Asia bought it. You get a check for $40
or $40,000.
I'm like, that's my rent for the year at least. So,
damn, so you've made a lot of money off that commercial.
Well, my rent. People have paid bills too, but yes, so yeah, man.
What was your rent? So $4,000 a month?
At that time, no. When I left, it was $4,000 a month, and I was like, you know what? I think because the plan was always to come home.
So you weren't really able to save money because the cost of living.
I saved a little, and I put it into my pension because I'm SAG, and I thank God I did 12 years in a row, so I'm vested. They can't take it away from me. So I got whatever it is. Once I retire, I get $2,800 a month. Whatever that is.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot for you. I mean, you deserved it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And unfortunately, the insurance SAG. When the pandemic hit, literally, they said, okay, so our insurance is going to double. So the premium, instead of being, it was $350 for me, my spouse, and however many kids we had. If it was 2, fine. If it was 3, fine. They didn't care. So I paid that for every 6 months. But everything was a good insurance. Everybody's like, oh, you need to get SAG, do extra work just to get the insurance. And when the pandemic hit, almost on time, they put it up to, they were like, we see the writing on the walls. This is going to be bad for us. And they upped it to $700 and something. And I was able to hang in there for a bit, but dadgum, pandemic again, it just screwed everything, man. And I tell you what, it screwed for me. My favorite thing was going in. Here was my slate. A slate is, I learned on my first audition, I was like, hey guys, so basically you're sitting there in a room and everybody, the session director comes out and says, okay, so here's the gist. You're going to walk, slate your name, first do your slate, and then look at this person. There's going to be a mark on the wall behind us, and you're going to look there, kind of be a little confused or a thumbs up, and then somebody's going to say something from this piece of tape, and then you'll button it if you want to put a button on it. If you don't, whatever, and that's it. And they leave, and I looked at the guy. I was like, I'm so sorry. What's a slate? And he said, is this your first audition? I said, actually, it is. And he said, oh, you just look to the camera and say your name. And, sometimes they'll say, will you shave? But I don't think that's a problem for you. Like your beard. The boys, they'll be like, or they'll say, take your glasses off. Okay, thank you very much. It's
kind of like the whole clapping bullshit.
A little bit. Yes, exactly. But they just want to know, like, okay, sometimes they'll say, profiles, hands. I have them. Like, I don't know. There, man. Profiles, but usually it's just, hi, Jesse Meriwether, and then next or whatever. I'm gonna get off topic.
That's a fucking podcast.
What
It's a conversation about you talking about you spending a lot of your time and building credited like jobs and having a family and watching the pandemic, like me and you talked about earlier, is like me having the match store and lost that because shut it all fucking down. And then I do have a kid. So it's it's just a very like
I almost ran over and bless his heart.
But I'm saying that don't run my kid over, please. But no, I'm saying for you though, it's just a situation where people don't understand. It's like I think there's a lot of people that do understand, but there's just not. You just don't show up, film, and wave. There's cost of living. There's health insurance.
Oh, sure. And I was getting lots of money. But I made some. Well, you
can't say like so. 40 grand over there. It's way different. From
this was very early. This was in like 2008, and that's the least you like. Even if they don't run it, let's say they run it not national, Class A network running ABC, NBC, CBS, the big wigs, and there's prime time, and even on a 3-month cycle, if they run it prime time, because on the receipt you see the breakdown. You got $1.25 per airing, because it was between prime time and the first of your 3-month cycle. Second of the 3-month cycle, last there you get less and less, but it still adds up. So I'm like, awesome. Sounds good.
But I was telling you earlier about Trent. Earlier, I was talking about his indie film.
Yeah,
he did that in film, but he actually Trent Dickens. There's going to be something coming out on the coast, and had Trent just pull up Trent and Nate podcast not too long ago. But Trent did a Mazda commercial like about a wedding, and he was making money off that because he was over in LA. So he did like the whole, the whole marriage in the Miata.
When was this? Because
I probably would say it'd probably in the last anywhere from 5 to 10 years.
So digital media was my downfall, or the downfall of all of commercial, actors, because
there's no network anymore, really.
There's a few, but man, if Matthew, God bless, I love you. All right. But Matthew, man, stop doing commercials. Give those jobs to the underlings that man, because this guy needs money. Jeez Louise. Who's doing this commercial? Jeez, this celebrity. But everything is cyclic. There's quirky commercials where I did well, but then there's these straight commercials where it's like, we just want to talk about the product. They're kind of boring, but they do give you information. And there's the celebrities. Digital media came in. I remember because I don't listen, but I would go into my audition room. Hey guys, how's it going? The same quirky girls, same 10, 15 quirky girls. And sometimes, because like room A, room B, the models, let's say they'd be a minute. I'm like, oh, y'all. Ladies, I think I'm on the wrong couch. And they'd laugh. They'd be like, those are the models over there, because we were all kind of goofy looking, kind of quirky, and then you'd have like bikini people, or you'd have like lady in waiting period pieces. Every single room was obviously tailored. Like, even if you didn't sign in, you're like, well, I belong here.
Is it actors and celebrities, influencers are getting bigger and bigger?
Well, maybe it's because I haven't been working as much, but I've certainly noticed them more. Maybe it's always been the way. I don't know.
But it's like you said, like y'all worked really hard to go there and call a person. It's like, I don't know. Hey, all right,
M&M's, yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, 500 grand. All right.
I'm sure that they don't know the plight, and that's fine. That's fine. Nobody has to know. Well, SAG digital media is really kind of, torpedoed some of the actors. Like they've worked their way up, and that's okay.
He blew up over Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Part 4.
Mm-hmm. I know.
The next generation.
I know, but I'm saying so
brilliant. He put his dues in.
And Days of Confused.
Oh yeah, of
I mean,
course. And I'm sure many things before
but
that we don't know.
I know, but now it's like wants to be in the political world, and so yeah, I can see where you're saying it's like, hey man, you've had your time.
Just like, or every time, you see anyone, even Kevin Bacon, God love him. I'm like, come on, Kevin Bacon. I mean, who knows? We don't know anything. Maybe they're hurting too. I was almost Flo and Progressive. It was me and 2 other people.
Bullshit.
No, it was me, Stephanie, who got it, and she was a groundlings
I have Progressive,
person.
my insurance company.
Mine too.
Huh?
Mine too.
No, but I actually sell it.
Oh no shit!
Oliver Scott Insurance.
Boo! I'm just kidding.
No, but that's my son. Like Oliver, he has speech. Oliver Scott Insurance.
No shit.
It's named after him.
Oh.
Yeah. No. You're like, who's that one running across the street?
Yeah.
That's Oliver.
It's Oliver.
So the company's called Oliver Scott Insurance.
But through Progressive.
I have a bunch of carriers, but yeah, a lot of stuff I sign is through Progressive.
I mean, she's I got it too. Stephanie deserved it out of, oh God, Carolyn.
Her real name's Stephanie?
Her name's Stephanie, yeah.
Is she cool?
She's very sweet. And she was a groundling, so she was a brilliant. So it was to go to someone. It should be not somebody that just, here I am blowing in like leaves. Like, I'm like, I guess I'll go here. I'll do this. Sure, I'll do this. And I've had incredible success. And she was a groundlings genius. She the improv troupe. A lot of people go to, Saturday Night Live. A lot of people, but she would do the improv. I'm real bad at improv. I'm good on the commercial breakdowns. They're like, must be good improv. I'm like, yeah, I can improv for 30 seconds. But they do these long forms and they study at it. And she's very skilled and kind. And I was like, that's cool. But the other person that was on a veil. There were 3 of us on a veil. And
You've almost been hurt.
Of course we didn't know that it was going to be that. They were like, okay, Jesse, say the line again. What was a callback, so the client was there and the ad agency was there. And I was like, they were like, say it again. And da-da-da-da, okay. And they're like, da-da-da, okay. And they were trying to sell each other, like people like, how's the accent work out? How's it work out? Like, I think they were trying to convince themselves on that. And I was like, all right, guys, because I had to go to a wardrobe fitting for a Bridgestone, and I was late. Man, it was rough. I was very embarrassed. But anyway, I had to go from LA to Santa Monica. But
how long's that drive?
At that time,
yeah,
astronomically long. I mean,
it's like you said, Stephanie is Flo.
Stephanie's Flo.
And I got her pins down there.
Good for her. And you know what? She is a nice person. And so.
What I'm saying is it's getting to the auditions, there's not just you to show up.
No, it's not the work. The work is not the day of work. The day of work is super fun. People put your makeup on. They do dress you. The work is making it to every damn audition.
So it's like an NFL draft.
How's that?
I mean, so I'm just saying you just get picked. Like it's a different.
You put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You do the work to get yourself put out there. You put yourself out there.
It's like any draft.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Exactly. And that's another thing. Everybody out there, listen. You can't. If you don't get it, you just listen. They could be hungry. They could be upset. There could be 10,000 reasons you didn't get it. I've gone in after lunch and they were all asleep. And the session director is like, for a callback. Okay, so like, all right, Jesse Meriwether, and do it. Okay, I'm like, I don't know if that went too well. They were all asleep. Okay, because they just had lunch, or they're crabby before lunch, or they already picked someone and had it in the back of their heads, or they're fighting the ad agency, the clients, and the producer. So it's just like, there are so many factors that are not you. Just forget it. When you leave, forget it. And if you get a callback, it's like Christmas. Just forget it.
Do you ever think they're going to do now with social media? You think they're going to just do more like Zoom call interview casting?
Oh, brother, let me tell you. So the pandemic, the way it killed me, I've always loved the idea of cinematography, learning the lighting and stuff. That's always not acting, ironically, but how to light something and how to make it look cool. It is not me though. So every time I have to set up a self-tape, by the time I've got everything like kind of done. I'm so pissed, and I can't do a good one, and then I have to edit it myself, and it's just, I mean, it's a brave new world, and it's not mine. Like I can't do it. Put me in a room. I'll get it.
I'm not. I mean, it's not my. But I'll try to help you.
I mean, sure, man. I've had one audition since I've been here. The spoilers. It's like for colon guard. There's a celebrity, and I was supposed to be a person. Open the door and be like, "Oh, hi. Do you think I was a scary person?" No, just me. And we're in my Mississippi home. We're not even unpacked. Bella and Lucy are there, and they're like, I'm like, Lucy, will you please read with me? Because if you're by yourself and you're trying to self-tape, I remember after the pandemic hit, they were like, okay, so anyway, we want you to have a champagne flute, and we want you to be reading off of your phone and pouring champagne, and make sure there's liquid in there because it really counts. Like, I'm supposed to be a waiter or bartender looking at my phone, and I'm like already thinking, okay, so if I'm filming on my phone, I got to find a block or something. That takes time. Also, champagne flutes. I did 5 solo cups, and again, like, who has all of these things? And then I had to stack it up on books and books to get the tripod correct. And by then, I'm just like, fuck this.
So one of the things I did for was last week. Me and Oliver, he stayed with me and my stepdad in downtown OS, and showed him the
Ocean Springs is cool.
Unmasked Magician.
What's that? Oh my god, that's my kids' favorite. We watch that all the time.
And Oliver was so like, Dad, I was like, let's watch this, dude.
Dude, it's amazing.
Because there's so much that goes behind things people don't realize.
My favorite ones are the in-between ones, in between the huge, how do I make this elephant disappear or whatever? It's like, whoa, or whatever. Like, there's the little ones where it's like, I'm going to put a string through a quarter, and it's like a little parlor trick, like a little bar trick. And it's like, I think I could do that. I think
the big thing is, though, that we do have people here. Like, I mean, I'll do the best I can to help you with lighting and stuff, but it's just,
to do it all yourself. They put it all on the pandemic. They put it all on us. And the poor kids too. My children, after being in home for 2 years. Oh, okay, good. Acclimate now, kids. Acclimate. Lucy and Bella. Bella was going to her first year of high school. Lucy was going to her first year of middle school after 2 years of not touching or not doing or nothing.
And here we did have so business wise was kind of tough, but like the school wasn't.
Well, no, because I try to come home. I have come home. Thankfully, I've been able to, because my mom was like, don't you have my grandbabies and out there, and then don't bring them. So she's going to do a voodoo spell on me. So once in the summer, June, July, August, for a month at least, I would bring the girls home, and we'd have a month here at home. And my poor girls, when we got on the plane in LA, we had hazmat suits on, masks, gloves, not very comfortable. We got off at the Gulfport airport, and the girls were so like, can we take our stuff off? And we saw Mimi, my mama behind the glass, didn't have nothing on. They were like, oh, thank God. And they were ripping all their stuff off, and they were crying, and they did not want to get back in that hazmat suit and go back into LA. And apparently, and the COVID cases were worse here, but everybody's like, whatever. And I'm just like, man. And toward the end of COVID, I was like, okay, guys, we got to get back to it. I mean, our economy is going to die. Like, I mean, it won't be the disease that kills us. It's just, we got to.
And you're seeing it too. I mean, it's not growing right now.
No, because the casting directors got lazy. They don't have to rent an office anymore. They don't have to rent a space. They don't have to hire a session director. They just have to put it all on the actors. And some of them are really good. I was really good in my day of not caring and just being myself and doing my own thing. And they loved me for it. And I was very good in the room. And now they, now it's the kids that can make a good audition. and not stress out because, oh my God, my laundry's showing, or oh my God, I got this stuff. Oh my God, I have no one to read with me. How am I going to do that? Like, it's, out the old, I suppose. But the casting directors really did love me, and they were awesome. And then they knew I wasn't a trained actor. Like most of the time, it was like, hey, Jess, okay, come on in here.
What makes it different from you being just like reading your lines to a trained actor that?
The ironic thing there is,
so the trained actors would be fucking weird.
I knew very many people that were way more talented than me, and they were like, ugh, I can't do it. I said, what are you talking about, Natalie? You're a dancer. You can sing. You can act. She's like, yeah, but when I go into the room, I count my blinks. I said, you do what? I said, well, does it distract you? Because those sentences are just right there on a board. You can just look and read them. And she's like, no, I get in my head. That's the thing. I get in my head and I start counting my blinks. And I'm like, well, quit doing that. That's the first thing.
Did you ever count your blinks?
No, man. You go in. This is my usual audition. Hey, Jess, come on in. Okay. All right. Say your name. Jesse Meriwether. All right. Take a sip of that. You don't like it? Okay, thanks. See you later. And that was it. It's like, it was not brain science. Thanks.
I'm sorry about that. I'm not just one person here. Just one guy here.
Where's the grips? Let's get the grips in here. There's the assistant AD.
Sorry. I bought this from the thrift store. Sorry.
Thrift stores are good here, man. Yeah. They're legit.
It's just she put it into that type of like. Damn, now counting blinks. I was like, I don't even know if I blink. Do I blink?
What? Who cares? Everyone blinks.
Okay.
But you walk in, you just do it. It's not like a long monologue, or it's not like a very serious thing you have to do. I went on like 2 or 3 theatrical auditions. Never booked one because I guess they want people that can actually. So I guess the reason I don't even want to say actor is because I feel like for me it just I'm a mirror. I go in, I do me, and I'm me, and no, I'm not nervous. But I think it disrespects the people that are actually like they hone that craft and they can do that. That's a skill, and that's something people work towards.
So when you're me, though, like when you've worked with a lot of like actual like very like they get very serious about it, and then they say they put on a show and they come off.
No, theatrically, like if they're auditioning for a television show, and it's like, let's say it's Law and Order, and it's very serious. I can't do that. That's not my I'm like, oh, what are we doing?
But are they nice people? Or are they
in theatrical?
Like no, outside of theatrical. Are they like? Have you worked with people who are like, I've seen you on TV, I've seen you here? Are they fucking like
me toward me or me? I worked with Ellen.
And
she was fun. When I was like talking to myself.
Is she from Louisiana?
She is.
Yeah.
And
I love her. She did the I forgot what stand up I watched.
Dude,
it was like Jesus.
The unrelatable one was hilarious. She was like, "Yeah, people think I'm unrelatable." So here I am walking in my mansion, and what are they talking about? And my maid forgot to put clean towels on the floor again. And I just laughed. I was like, that's good, Ellen. That's really good. And on set, Portia de Rossi, her wife, this was 7 a.m. on the Universal lot for a JCPenney's thing. And Brian, the director, the owner of Hungry Man Productions, he cast me in this, and I've been in like 3 or 4. Oh, and that's another thing that I wouldn't say, benefit or friends in high places, but if they know you and they know you're good, or they know, not even good, if they know you're not an asshole on set, they'll remember you and they will call you back. They will. Not just the casting directors, but like, don't have a head about you. Don't be like high maintenance story. One of my Super Bowl commercials was the budget rented car. No, that was the second. Bridgestone. And there was a squirrel, and I screamed. The squirrel screamed. Everybody screamed. And on that set, there was a guy, and it was it was up a hill, it was up a mountain. It was in Arcadia off the interstate. We had to be there at 5:45, and they said, so once you get to the mountain, it's 45 minutes up. So leave at 3:30 basically. And it's cold. They're like, wear layers. And it was hard to park. I don't know how it was like a campgrounds. And they got all their trucks in and everything. And they could only get one trailer truck. So a trailer truck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little slots, but it's your own room. And it's funny, like in SAG, you have to have that, but you never spend any time there. Usually you're in the truck and you're going to, holding, not like jail, but like holding, and there's craft services and you sit there. So
it's like a tent probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Buffet.
Exactly. So, but this guy, there's 10 principals, and this guy was number 11. And they said, hey man, just please play ball, just if you could, just if you could half this, for today, we would really appreciate it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but he said no, and he called his union rep. Don't even ask me what my union rep number is. I don't know. And they forced them to get a whole nother 10 another truck. So there's 9 open, and they got it up there, and he screwed up the whole set, and they were like, okay, please enjoy your trucks. And I can only imagine they'd be like, you're never, ever, we're never calling you ever again. I mean, like, yeah, maybe figure out when to play ball. Because it was very difficult. I said, if you just come and talk to me, I would be like, take it. I'll sit outside, dude.
Do you have like a day rate though? So when you're doing that, it's a day rate for everybody?
8. Like, I think this is most things, although I don't know. 8 is regular, wage. 10 is time and a half.
Are you talking about 800 a day?
Well, yeah, for 8 hours, regular, like if you just go like 8 hours, but whatever your rate is, I think it's like, once it comes to me, it's like $750, so probably. But then 10 hours is double time, 12 hours, time and a half. And that's what everybody's like, oh my God. Like, everybody starts freaking out. You see like all the people like, okay, we're coming up on it. We're like, clock out all these extras, clock out all these people, principals, check them, because double overtime. Woo! Kick ass. Like, that's what you want. Pedigree. I think we're like, and man, I was there 19 hours. They really ran late. That was the best day check I've ever gotten.
How often, so when do you get that day check?
It was awesome.
I mean, when do you get it? Like the next week?
Oh, no. It has to go through talent partners or whatever, like where it gives you W-2s. So from it goes there, and then it goes to your agent. And depending on what agent you have, they might wait for that to clear to take their 10%, and then it comes to me. But I can call talent partners, and for years there was this one lady, talent partners. I'm like, hi, I'm just checking on some residuals. Are they coming to me or not? Here's what's your social? She's like, yes, ma'am, you got one for $21.93, been shipped out. And I'm like, thank you.
It's no different than living life.
No shit, dude.
God,
Just like, where is it?
That's how we did. I do marketing stuff. Like, where's that check? Like, where are we at on this?
Is it showing up?
Yeah.
Is it in the mail?
Yeah.
Did the mail lose it?
So if you look at the situation now, and
it's for the young kids, I think.
Yeah, but they better figure the shit out, because it's going to get real rough.
Well, I don't know. I kind of left it, and I still have my agent, and I had to ask for her. I was like, okay, so I left LA, and she's like, we have a southern.
No, we can fucking film some shit together, because you're a genuine good person.
No
like,
shit, dude.
Wolf, I'll help you.
Like I said,
you come out of the coast, I'll definitely help you.
My great passion to do feminine deodorant spots. I tell you, I mean, I got.
Let's go to this. Let's go.
Why aren't they funny? I was watching them growing up, and like literally, like sometimes, like, okay, so Prozac or mental health stuff. It's like, all right, kind of being serious. I'm like, yeah, all right, that I get it. But for like stinky coochie stuff, it's like, let's make funny things of this because I was like 8. This girl looked straight in the camera. You have a stinky coochie? It's all right. I'm like serious. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even know if it was bad. And so you start talking to me just now and really dropping the mood. Jesus. So I'm like, man, let's live it up. Let's do some funny things. Like a lady that doesn't know what she's doing and all of the ding ding, like my M&M spot, but she has all the products and the bagger boys just looking at her like, what's wrong with you? You know, I mean, funny things.
Well, it's I would say a simple message. Like, you know, it's kind of more of like a lighthearted, like it's to me, like what you've always done is like direct. This is what we sell, but also you want to walk away and laugh and remember it.
Those are the two things. So, and it's cyclic, you know, sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's quirky, sometimes it's the client just being like, we just want you to say this stuff right now. When I would read, like for the orbit spot, I had taken a hiatus because I got preggers with Bella. The orbit spot was my first audition I had after I had Bella. And I went in there, boom. Because I looked at this, everybody was so confused. What? Like, what the French? What? And I was like, look at this. I was like, all right, I'm going up at the end. Who are you calling a cootie queen? You liquor. Like, I'll go up at the end. And it'll set you. Oh, here's another good tip.
But no, so you were going through personal stuff.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying it's a whole change in life, but like,
I just had a baby.
Yeah. Guys, so if you're listening, it's just literally, if such one of your favorite commercials, that is like a true, like, I got to get work for my family.
Put me back in the game, coach. I'm ready. I just had this baby. Let's go. Let's go.
But that was for her to take care of her kids.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then my second one,
let's go back to Orville there real quick. Cause like Orville one was like, so you had her, Bella? So Isabella.
Yeah, Isabella.
And so you kind of took a little break and then.
Well, I took a break to heal up, and then I was like, Sam, hey, Sammy, what's up? I'm ready to go. She's like, oh, you had the baby? Everything good? I'm like, everything's great. Let's go. She's like, all right, you got this weird one. God bless you, Ross Lacey. He hung on, and he, the casting director, he was great. He was so wonderful to me. And he was like, yeah, come on, let's go. So I went in there, and my audition, the session director, like years later, was like, you know, I still have that tape of you doing that audition, and I teach class with it because you just went in.
Badass.
And I was like, no shit, Michael, really?
That's badass.
He was like, you know, you went in and you slayed it. And I said, thanks. I don't know that. And I never know that. I can't read a room. Like, I just don't know how to do that. Sometimes they laugh. Sometimes they're asleep. Sometimes they're hungry. Sometimes you just go and you do your thing.
Greed's everything.
Is that what it is?
I would say a lot of people that like, you know, they have the contract or I would say for like the production style, besides your buddy, you know, the Hunger Man, but
yeah,
there's people that do just, okay, well, I got the contract.
Well, no, no, they don't have it yet. I mean, like, okay, so the people still have to audition. If they're in that room, they still have to find somebody to be in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? And the director, anyway, he's in LA. He's notoriously a huge asshole. He makes people cry. The grips on set of Orbit, like they were like, oh man, he likes you. He kept calling me Texas all day, and I didn't correct him. But I was like, all right, here we go. So my baby daddy, his name's Danny. Hey, Papa. We're on good terms. You know, he's the father of Belle and Lucy. He's from Chile. You can't say Chile. They get all bent out of shape. But they're from Chile. And Bella's was a little darker and Lucy's a little whiter. And everybody's always like, same dad? I'm like, yeah, same dad, guys. Jeez Louise. But, like, he would always take me in the early days to my jobs. He would always drive me. And that day, because he was born and raised in LA, first generation American. So his parents got kicked out from the Pinochet or whoever it was. He was born here. and he knows downtown LA. And we were driving. It was very early again, 5:30 in the morning. I don't know. I'm just lucky. And he was like, "Oh my God." I was, "What? Papa?" He's like, "There was a dead body in the road." I said, "What the hell you say? You just trying to wake me up?" He's like, "No, mama." And then as we were turning the corner, police were surrounding it. There was a dead fucking body in the road. And then during the lunch break on the commercial, so then we went to a big ass building.
Your most famous commercial?
No shit, dude.
Oh,
this is the Orbit spot. So I'm like, "All right, Papa, I love you. Thank you. I'm gonna go up now." And his office is only, it's not far. But I went up and I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Checked in, go back down to wardrobe and makeup. And that was another shit show. But then, like at lunch, cops came in to that floor. Was like, "Hey, can we talk to people here? Y'all were coming in around this time. There's a dead body. Didn't want to hit it." And I was like, "Oh my God, who saw the dead body?" I was like, "I saw the dead body, sir." Or at least, my husband did. Or he didn't hit it though. He swerved. Absolutely, sir. He swerved out the way. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, there's that body." And so there was that. And I'm just like, okay. And then after lunch was my close up. And everybody's tired. I'm exhausted. Everybody did my over the shoulder. And then the director was like, "All right, Texas, you're up." I'm like, "All right, shit. Gotta wake up now." Because they had done my all morning. A shot, B shot, this shot, that shot. And now it's my close up. Oh God, I should not have had the steak. I was like so tired. Like,
It seems like it. Fuck.
Dude, no shit. Dude, I'm like, all right, here we go. Jump up and down, wake up. There we go. And they were all nice, man. Jane, the lady that threw the shit at me, she was a trooper. She was awesome, dude. She was very cool. She actually an actor. When she was like, "Stinky McStink face," like she was like, she had tears in her eyes. I'm like, oh, now I feel uncomfortable. Like, because I'm like, "Jane, it's okay." She's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm acting, dummy." I'm like, "Oh, right. I didn't really sleep with your husband. Like, this guy's not your husband." And I was like, oh my goodness.
She chopped his car up though.
She did, and there was this whole set of shit where it was like,
and it didn't make the cut.
Did not make the cut, but I got that they had a hubcap. The props part was like, "Ah," and she had one, and I was all scraped up. I was like, "It's all right, let's go, man, let's go." And one time she whopped like a pipe, like a corrugated pipe on my head, and I fell down. It slayed. Everybody laughed, and but it didn't make the cut. They were like, all right, let's go. And ironically, homeboy had real bad breath, and it was an Orbit's commercial, and they were handing out the new raspberry mint all day. And I had to talk to him very close quarters. And I was like,
right in your face.
Man.
Oh, God. And
that 30 seconds or like half a second was, I mean, it was like hours. Because everybody's setting up. Everybody's doing their stuff. Everybody's, especially if it's not a big cast, a big crew. It's like, oh, there's three principals here. It's not a big deal. Like, taking their time. I assume. Like, I would assume now that I know more stuff, I would assume not taking their time because, well, then again, maybe, what was his name? I don't know. But it was a big hard-ass director, and I met a grip years later on another job. And he was like, "Yeah, I was there on the Orbit day." And I said, "Oh, cool. Yeah. I said, "Everybody says that guy's kind of mean, but I thought he was all right. He was nice to me." And he said, "Well, you were killing it that day." And I was like, "Oh, God forbid you're the person like on his clock where it's like you can't remember your lines." Oh my gosh.
Did you improvise any of that?
The writers were on set all day because the censors were also there. And the first,
what are censors? It sounds like fucking,
let me tell you,
aliens.
Let me tell you. No. So the first line in the commercial is, "What the French toast." The first line was way funnier, but the censor stepped in because it was, network TV. No, that's his first line was, "What the frock coat." Like her name's Frock Coat, like a frock. And they stepped in. They were like, we're gonna need alternates for that. Frock coat is too close. too close to a swear word, you know. So
you're not allowed to say fuck on the show?
well, this was network TV.
I know you're not still. You still get,
No, they were really pushing it, like with what they were saying, and whatever his name was. So everybody had alternates except me. He was like, "No, Lindlinger stays. She says that line in that way, and that's it." And they were like, "Okay, might get cut." He was like, "I don't fucking care." Like he was like, he gave no fucks. He was like big time. He was like, and it was great. It was very fun. And actually ran from 2007, and then there were 2 versions, actually.
Japanese or something?
No, 2 versions that ran. And I know because I'm the only one that has the freaking DVD. Because usually it's like, hey, can I get a copy of the? Like, yeah, we'll mail it to you. This one was $50, and no one else paid for it but me. And so I have the beep.
That shit.
I have the beep. Well, that's why I have the only good YouTube version, because it's the high def version, because I uploaded it from the actual thing. Nobody else has it, like, because, and even Jane was like, "Did you pay for that?" When I saw an audition, I don't know, months later, I was like, she was like, "It was $50." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but it was my first audition, because nobody knew it was going to be awesome." I was like, "It was my first audition after I had Bella, you know, after a little hiatus." So yeah, I paid for it. I don't know how to rip a copy. I'll send it to you. But even then, before in the very early like YouTube, she was like, "Have you seen the like the recreations people are doing of our commercial?" I said, "No, I haven't." And I mean, it was kids on the playground. It was. She was like, "Isn't that crazy?" Early, and like this is probably 2010. And like, so the upload, isn't that funny? I'm like, that is funny. And then when they did it again, so it was the blonde girl, the fabulous, that girl, her name was Vanessa. She was replaced by another girl. And when I met Vanessa, she was very nice, but she had a rough day that day. She came in and she was on the phone with her boyfriend. And me and the other 3 principals, we were, you know, the grunts were in the back. And the girls, the makeup ladies, they were like doing her hair and all this stuff. And she was like, "Well, she was talking to her boyfriend. She's like, "Well, what were you talking about? Like when you were fucking her?" And then the hair dryer cut off, and I was like, "How about them Dodgers, guys?" Like I was just trying to make loud noise. Like, oh my God, she was having a rough day, dude. She was having a rough day. And so I was like, "Dadgum, dude." And she didn't have to be there till 2 p.m. And she was there at 7. We were there at 5 after the dead body. So it's just like, whatever. You never know what you're going to get. I mean, when I did, again, 5 a.m., and they did like, it was for H&R Block. I was a Cyclops. And so we had to get there, and they had to put this stuff on our face. And in LA, I guess a lot of things is not one hand touching the other. Like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So it's like, all right, we got their makeup done. Everyone's like, okay, costumes are done. Camera's done. We couldn't walk. We were blind. All right, so go ahead, like you did in the audition, walk down this sidewalk. And poor Andrew had to carry a wheelbarrow full of cash. And I had to like walk. We hit each other. We were falling down. The video village where all the execs are sitting or on the other side, and it's just like they're like, "Oh my God." And you could hear the walkie-talkies. I mean, we were blind. So it's like after a while they cut off the foam from the inside, and so I could see if I looked extreme. So I was like, okay, if I walk this way and I look this way, I can look at the awnings of the building and find our mark. But it was a lot, man. It was a lot. It was an H&R Block job also. I did those 2 years in a row, which is funny because my baby daddy, he did taxes and he hated H&R Block. He's like, "Yeah, I'll take you there, mama. Take you there all day long. No problem."
But the big thing is going to that national, national level, going serious about doing these commercials and making it something that you've never even like, hell, I'm never going to do that shit. But then you do it. I'm just from what I podcast with you is Your ass really was like you. The biggest problem was you're dealing with dumbasses.
Currently, yes. When I was driving, and there were times
But you always say that. You always say it's like you have 2 kids.
I do.
And that's your focus.
Well, yeah, you gotta come home.
Yeah.
I didn't go out at all. Cause you come home. I was lucky. I was lucky when I had my friend Richard. He watched the kids for a while. He was like half-baked dude on the couch. Uncle on the couch.
See, that's neat.
He was like sleeping, but I knew if there was an earthquake or something, like, people get up and one day he was like, hey, it was a Santa Monica audition, 4 p.m. So that's probably an 8-hour drive.
That's a lot of work.
It's 20 miles, by the way. One way.
No.
I'm not kidding.
8 hours, not 20 minutes. 20 miles. I'm sorry. 20 miles, 8 hours.
3.5 both ways. No kidding.
I can get to St. Martin to fucking Gulfport.
When my kid,
11 miles right there,
when
girl.
Lucy was like, Mom, how long is it going to take us? What if we wanted to go to Long Beach? I was like, 10 minutes, honey. 15. Ocean Springs, 10, 15. She's like, but it says it's 12 miles. 15 minutes. She's not used to that at all. If 15, it's 18 miles, I think, from Burbank to Santa Monica. And you better plan on 3 hours at least one way. Maybe longer.
It's like a melting pot.
If you go in a magical hour, you can't count on it ever. It is 20 minutes. Like if you're just riding like the streets, it's 20 minutes. But it's so that's a day's work, man. Just going. My little kids.
I spend more than 20 minutes to go somewhere. I'm gonna.
You're like, I'm turning around.
Y'all. Fuck you.
Oh my God. Okay, so the bridge. We live on an island. The bridge since I've been home. Is that a shush?
No, you're fine.
They need to get that bridge fixed.
That 605 bridge sucks.
No kidding, man.
It's the worst thing ever. And they spent so much. They shut it down for 6 months, 8 months.
Oh, did they?
Hmm?
Well, people just went Turkey Creek and people went.
We just jumped. Yeah.
Everywhere else?
Well, they did one lane.
Oh.
No, it's like they had, and I thought they got it figured out, but.
Man, the other day, or I forget when it was, I was like, Lou, she was like, Mom, and this is another thing. You were like, we need a local podcast. I'm like, yes, local podcast 100%, because who's going to sit out here? I'm like, Lucy, ride your bike to the end of the road. Because I was at where Service Merchandise used to be. I was like, right, okay, take it easy, man. John, take it easy.
It's real. She knows that. She knows exactly where it is. But like also, you get Wingstop too. Ollie's too.
And I was like, Lucy, ride your bike to the end of the road. If the bridge is up, is there horrible traffic? Because guess what, man? I'll figure it out. I'll go to Gilligan's. I'll go somewhere else. And she was like, she rode her bike. She was like, the bridge appears down, but there is traffic. And I'm like, dadgummit, it's because the cops, I had to drive. I was like, man, please let me go home. Just please let me go home. But it's just like, there needs to be a person right there giving real updates. Like, is the bridge down?
So they had a thing where they had underneath the bridge where we can have a loop.
Really?
Not like a loop, but it just go under the bridge.
Yeah,
Jacques show
something,
but go underneath the bridge.
Yes,
and turn. This way, that way, and they shut it down.
Of course they did. Because why? I don't know.
It's so hard, guys. It really is. Like I have a Hummer and a Ford Lightning.
Oh no!
And literally, I'm waiting for you to hit me. I pull out like it's like,
yo,
what? Take it.
And also, it's just like, all right, guys. Even when you said one lane, that don't make sense to me because.
It's
a drawbridge, so.
It's been, and they keep working on it.
Man, I'll go with some WD-40 or something.
It's called 605 bridge. But the big thing is us having, when you pull out, so the hardest thing about living here, and I've been here for 10 years, living in my home, when you pull out and take a left, it takes a long time.
Yes, right, because you can't do a loop. Oh man, bummer.
So Jock said that he was trying to do from my house.
Uh-huh.
Go under the bridge, And
sounds like a great solution to me.
it's just we can kind of make it. It's not gonna be like fancy, but
whatever. Like
it's so hard, guys. It's you don't
I was
understand.
thinking that the other day. I was coming over the bridge, like, man, if they could just have a ferry or
I'll pull my
something.
I will pull out in front of people just to get across.
You have to.
But the thing is, the favorite thing is my truck. Like my Hummer, it's H2. It's like, go ahead and hit me. Good luck.
Good luck. Here we go. Let's go, man.
Because they're pissed off, like honking at me and shit. I'm like, I'm just trying to go take a left.
No
I'm
kidding.
just trying to take
The
a
people
left.
that live here, guys, I know y'all are trying to get to the interstates or whatever, but we live here. We're just trying to make our way.
Cowan is a road people actually live on.
No shit,
and
dude.
You can't get across half of it because everybody just speeds. And 5 o'clock sucks.
Oh my, I didn't even know that. I was like talking to my mama. My mama works at Belk. She used to work at the Belk Crossroads. She's like, well, honey, Industrial Seaway Bridge, it takes like 40 minutes. I'm like, Mama, that's crazy. You're nuts. Guess what? Spoiler, she was right. If you catch that at the wrong time, Lord, it's like, oh my God.
Shout out to my boy, so Randy Richardson and Marcella. They live right by you in that new neighborhood on the left. And we're talking about, it's like, Jesus, like if people understood us just get out of we can't get out.
guys, yeah, exactly. It's just like, yo, guys, hey, take it easy. Also, when we pull in.
Well, I think we're not allowed to have traffic lights either.
No, that I think the city has exhausted their allowance of traffic lights.
Is that your phone or my phone on that
mine.
one?
That's probably Lulu. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to speak of you, Lucy.
But anyways, I'll have Jesse's coming on for part 2.
Yes.
And what a fucking time.
I'll be here.
But guys,
ask questions. I'll tell you anything. It's gonna be great.
Traffic lights, though. Traffic lights are so important right now for us.
I'm trying to teach Lucy how to drive, and like we pull
Don't do
in.
it here. Do not do it.
No kidding, dude. I thought LA was bad. I'm like, oh my God.
It's just for us to pull out.
Well, even to pull in to turn, you can feel the cars whoosh, like our car will move, and we're just trying to turn.
So MDOT said that they registered that bridge, said that for us, they can't have a light there.
Well, yeah. I get it. I get it.
No, but get a light.
You're like, how about one of those yellow slow down signs or something?
It's fucking horrible.
I mean, anything. God forbid. I mean, I remember when the road was through.
Jesse, I appreciate you being on the show.
Yes.
And guys, I hope if you reach out to us and if you want, we got free mammograms, pinkdressrun.com.
I'm gonna get one.
But Jesse spent her adult life making a career and really caring about making a difference, but want to come back home because shit changed. Pandemic fucked her over.
I cried here when I was like, gas isn't $6 a gallon.
Right now,
it's
$2.43.
No kidding. I'm like, this is amazing. Oh, and I got a 1967 200 straight 6. Her name's Shirley. If anybody, I'm gonna take her to performance. Her differential got screwed because I don't know what they did with her on the 1,997 mile ride. But I've done everything on her, but I can't do transmission or differential. So help. The performance guys on Dido said, we'll diagnose it for 100. I said, can I watch? And they said, if it's bad, it's 300 to 1,500, but it's not the pinion bearing. It's one of the splines. So whatever, it'll be fine.
Your cars.
Well, I just know her. I've had her. That's all I've had for 5 years. I do miss air conditioning. That was vinyl seats.
I have no air conditioning.
Oh, you don't? No. Awesome.
All right. Love you guys. I have no.
No, it's all right. We got it.
No way.